The previous low of day, as we said, we're not going to use Sunday. It was back here. And so previous low of day was right on here. And so we said, all right, guys, here we are right in the middle. And right in the middle, we call that an inside day. Basically, as you can see, I am below the previous highs, I'm above the previous lows, and we call this what? An inside day. Now, where can you find more info on this? Go to the blog, upper right-hand corner, in that search box, type in inside day, hit enter, and you'll find the video on how to trade an inside day. Basically, an inside day tells me buy the lows, sell the highs, avoid the middle, and avoid those pesky fake out breakouts. So here we are now. We already saw, what was it? Bear channel. That told me what? Sell the highs. Sell at resistance. If we rise up, I'm going to sell the highs. Rise up, I'm going to sell at resistance. Okay? We did that 3 times today. Plus 10, plus 20, plus 30. It's nice trades in this today. The bear channel told us sell the highs. Inside day tells us, right? Buy the lows and sell the highs. And so right away I can tell, well, let's think. Inside day, buy the lows, sell the highs. We just talked about the channel. So now we know where's the highest percentage trade. Sell those highs. These are big clues now. We got the first clue from the channel, second clue from the inside day, and we've got one more clue coming here, guys. I'm going to clean this chart off for you guys here, and we saw this coming right away this morning too, didn't we? What do we call this? 1, 2, and then this was the third. Now this came in late this morning, but we didn't even need that third. What is that called? Double bottom. Now what's a double bottom tell me? They tried twice, they're probably going to try again. So double bottom tells me buy at support. On the next time around, right, the next time we come down, buy at support, or once we get a chance here, sell at resistance. A double bottom is a very high percentage heads up. A double bottom says if I can buy at that support, that's a great short-term trade back to the upside. But my real focus is going to be look for a chance now to sell at resistance. We ended up getting a triple bottom here this morning. Right? At 9 o'clock this morning, we had a triple bottom going. So triple bottom said, once we got up to these highs, you guessed it, I'm going to sell those highs and bring it right back down. So wait a second. I thought this was supposed to be a tough day. We began at 8 o'clock this morning kind of scratching our heads and thinking, boy, how are we going to make some money out of this low volume day? How are we going to make some profit out of this narrow, wedging, right, dollar in the middle? How on earth are we going to squeeze out some profit this day? We got one clue, bear channel, sell at resistance. Second clue, what was it? Inside day, right? Buy the lows, sell the highs, right? Sell the highs. Now we're seeing some consistency here. And then sure enough, we get about a half an hour into our day, triple bottom tells us they're probably going to try it again. It also means the highest percentage trade is sell that resistance. Bear channel. Guys, I want to be now selling these highs. I'm about to test the high of day, and I'm definitely not buying through the high of day, not with those 3 clues we got. Now, this is a pretty good example here because notice the high of day is right here. I got short right here. And this was all based on tape reading. I'm going to show you guys in a second that we actually never got a real pattern to trigger on this. But if you recall, my exact words were, we saw buyers right here. It looked like the buyers were definitely in control. Remember that this morning? My exact words were, whoa, buyers are pushing highs. And I thought for a second, we might go all the way to 91.40, which was the overhead resistance we found on our 89 range chart. Well, sure enough, we didn't get that far. But once we saw the buyers slow down, it was like watching a Ferrari get started and then stop right away. All right, like going 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, then slamming on the brakes and then hitting reverse. So we saw lots of speed, lots of buyers pushing through the open. But once we got to the high of day there, things started slowing down. All of a sudden, we don't see any more buyers anymore. We're seeing more big money sellers. And I'm not going to let this thing pass me. I'm going to try to sell those highs. So at 10:28, the high of day, remember, big difference. High of day is here. Previous high is up here. And what ended up happening was we took the short. I got my +5, my +10 on it. I locked up at 90.84, 20 ticks of profit. The buyers fail, I sell the highs. But remember, I usually leave that target hanging out there, and I almost got my head taken off on this once I realized the previous high of day was right above us. I also stopped seeing big money sellers. That's a big thing here. Once I saw the speed slow down, there was no more big money sellers anymore. I said, boy, if we haven't tumbled down here into that range already, there's a good chance we might go up and test that previous high of day. And my exact words were, we've already made it up to 91s. We might as well go to 91.30 right now, right? It's very rare that we get within striking distance of the previous highs or the high of day or a double top, and we don't at least get there to test at least a little bit. So what I said was, I'm going to take my profit now. I'm going to look for the short if we do go up to the previous high of day. And sure enough, what do? We run right through. I was smart to get my trade off the table here because we saw price slowing down again. Buyers fail, then sellers fail. This is all in a day's work here trading crude. So we thought we'd get this thing to tumble all the way down. Didn't make it though. Once we saw those buyers starting to come back in, I took my profit off at my point of entry, locking my 20 ticks. We go right up to the previous high of day. We saw that coming a mile away. Two-step pattern short. We sold the highs here, 1032.